Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Good morning. So today, let me switch us around here. Hold on. Go. Hi, everybody. So today is Friday. Good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Thanks for joining me. So today I have set up my new light. So I have to, if you see the glare in my glasses every once in a while, it's because I haven't figured out that I need to remember to keep my head tilted a little bit because of this glare. I mean, I love the light. I tried it out yesterday and I took some pictures of myself just to try it out, and people loved it on Facebook. Thank you for everybody who commented on my new profile photos. But anyway, so it is something that I'm getting used to. Hey, by the way, has anybody tried using the broadcast, the landscape orientation in Periscope? I tried yesterday. Thank you, Sarah. Hey, so I tried the landscape yesterday. Don't think I like it. That's why I'm back to this one today. Because I just don't think that I like it so much. I thought they would be better because I upload my videos, I repurpose them to YouTube. And I thought, okay, well, this would be great because it's in landscape. It would be better for YouTube. And well, YouTube doesn't reorient it. They still put it, in the portrait version, so everything is just sideways. Just a little tip for you. So if you're repurposing to YouTube, probably stick with the portrait orientation. I know, right? It was, yeah. So anyway, good morning. Thank you for joining me. I am Michelle Peterson. I'm a direct response copywriter, and I collaborate with creative entrepreneurs and business owners to help them tell their stories and make money. So I love what I do. I love all of the personal clients that I work with personally, one-on-one. But I'm using these scopes to reach a broader audience and help more people than I can just help physically doing it for them and helping them. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts, and I appreciate you sharing with your audience when you find the content that I deliver valuable. Thank you so much for being here. So without any further ado, I like to get right into my topic, my content. Hopefully I will have some time for questions at the end. If you do have any, I would appreciate it, and I will certainly answer them. So today's topic is, my confession is that I am addicted to doodling, to doodles. And you've seen me in the last couple of days either start off or at some point in my scope illustrate something with a doodle. I was introduced to doodling and to the Doodle Institute by Chalene Johnson. I know a lot of you guys follow her as well, and she is wonderful. So she showed one of her doodles to illustrate something that she was teaching about Periscope one day, and I thought, oh, that's cool. And then she mentioned who she was learning to doodle from. And she follows Diane Black on Periscope as well. So I checked out one of her scopes, and so now I'm following her and I'm learning from her as well. So it's Diane Black, Bleck, and she has the Doodle Institute. She also has written a couple of books. You can find them on Amazon. I'm sure you can find them on her website as well. But so it's awesome. And the reason that I love doodling so much, Bleck. Thank you, Sarah, for putting that up there, but it's Bleck. So the reason that I'm loving them so much is because, anybody can go onto any of the multiple graphic apps. Yeah, I know, autocorrect, I hate it too. So there's lots of graphic programs out there, lots of graphic apps that make it real easy to create graphics for stuff to illustrate your content. And really, they make it so easy, really anybody can do it. The beauty of doodling is it is totally unique. it is, nobody's going to have an illustration that is just like yours because it is unique, right? It's like, remember when your kids, if you have kids, remember when your kids are little and they made you a handmade card and your heart just melted? Because that homemade card is so much more personal, and it means so much more than that card that they just had, dad go out and help them buy at the grocery store or at Target. It's that handmade touch. Or when you make homemade cookies, instead of buying them and from the box and giving cookies from the box, there's just it's different, right? It's different. And so it shows, for that kind of stuff, it shows that you care. And I think Doodles show that you care about your audience too, right? So I know we're doing this for business, but still, I think when you show that you care about your audience, it makes a difference. So that's one of the reasons that I'm loving Doodles is because of the unique factor and the fact that they show that you care. Another reason that I'm loving them is I doodle as I'm listening to people, and Diane is actually had a lesson on this. When you're doodling, as you're listening to content, and so I listen to the Rainmaker podcast from Brian Clark. I listen to Chalene Johnson's podcasts, even some Periscope broadcasts I listen to later, I just listen to the audio. So if I'm listening to them, and if I'm listening to them when I'm not driving, or when I'm not, sometimes I listen to them when I'm walking the dogs. So if I'm not doing that, if I'm listening to them, when I'm sitting down someplace, I take out my notebook and I doodle. And Diane is, one of the things that Diane teaches is when you doodle as you're listening to content, you retain it more. You learn it more. And it's like taking notes, but it adds another level of engaging your brain about the content. So isn't that cool? So and it also works like if you're at a live event, if you're at a conference somewhere, you instead of just taking instead of just taking notes of the words that are said, you doodle, and it captures the emotion of what you're feeling about what's being shared, and it helps you retain it better. It helps you learn it better. So I'm really loving Doodles, and right now I think a lot of mine are words and making words look pretty and that kind of stuff. But I am trying to expand my comfort zone and do people and stuff too. So I wanted to share a couple of my doodles with you, just so you know what I'm talking about, okay? So this is one that I did when I was listening to a Brian Clark podcast, and about the content and about how you're sharing with people in one type and one channel is what he was talking about. Another one that I did, this was for one of, you've seen this one. Oh, thanks, Sarah. This is one you've seen, the customer experience one that I did for one of my podcasts. This is the other one, People Talk. This is one that I did when I was listening to a Chalene Johnson. I don't remember if it was podcast or Periscope, but about just when you tell people to just do it, it really isn't helpful for people who have a real fear of doing something. So that's why I did the no more, just do it. That's not very helpful. What's another one that I did? Okay, so here's another one from, again, Chalene Johnson. Here's the tip jar, right? So she was talking about, like, on Periscope, the hearts that you guys give me and that I love, and we all give other people as well. If you think of hearts like tips, like when you go to a restaurant and you, good. Okay, so I'm sorry, I got distracted by a comment. Sarah says that she is mailing a birthday card to a client, but she's going to add some personal touches. And I love that, Sarah, and I think your client is going to love that too, because it shows that you care, right? Even if it's a store-bought card, but then you add a little doodle on the inside, or you make your signature special by signing your name with a doodle, adding a doodle to your signature, or adding a doodle to their name. Perfect. So the tip jar doodle that I was just showing you, that was inspired by Chalene Johnson, who was saying that, like the hearts that we all give on Periscope, if you think of those as tips, when you tip your waitress for excellent service at a restaurant, you give them tips. And you typically, if you're like most of us, you tip a little bit more for better service. So the hearts are like our Periscope presenters' tip jar. So as you're finding our content helpful and useful and valuable, you give those hearts as tips. So we collect them in our tip jar. I thought that was beautiful. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. And then yesterday, this was mine. I was thinking about what I wanted to say about, the Mary Kay marketing lesson about they don't sell lipstick, they sell confidence. And so I was doodling this. So the other thing about adding doodles, and especially if you're doing doodles to help illustrate content that you're going to do on Periscope, any content anywhere, but especially if you're doing something for Periscope or something for another live presentation, is it makes you think about what you want to say, right? You don't just get up and wing it, because you have something there for, to visualize and to illustrate what you're talking about. And as you're doodling, you really can think about your topic and really prepare what you want to say. So those are some of the reasons why I have become addicted now to doodling. I really encourage you to find Diane Bleck, find the Doodle Institute, watch a couple of her scopes, see if you can develop the same kind of passion for it as I have. See if it helps you with your creativity, with your retention of the stuff that you're learning, and see if you can find a way to use doodles like Sarah's going to do. Use doodles to show your clients that you care and enough to add a personal touch to how you're communicating with them. Okay, so that's my challenge for you. Check her out. See if doodles speak to you. And if they do, find a way to start utilizing them for your business. And I really think that they're going to make a difference for you. So any questions, guys? Thanks, Sarah, by the way, again, for typing in the Diane Bleck's name. Again, it's Diane Bleck, BLECK, and her company is the Doodle Institute. She scopes. I think she tries to scope every day. She doesn't have a set time that I've come to figure out. She is one who does a lot of live demoing of doodles, so they're really cool. Thank you, Sarah. I always forget that sometimes people are new and they don't know how to give the tips of the hearts. So yes, just tap on your screen to give hearts. Again, those hearts are like the tips in the tip jar for us Periscope presenters. And so if you guys would, I'll stick around for a few more minutes if you have any other questions. I would love to see some of your own doodles if you do start doing it. So I hope that you'll start using them in your Periscopes too, so we can see them, or at least, put them out there. I know you like the cards. That's an awesome thing to show individual clients that you care about them, but I would love to see them. So put them out in public somewhere. Put them on your Facebook. Put them on your Twitter. Put them out there so that we can all see them. I would even encourage you to post them on my Facebook wall, saying, "Hey, I did it," kind of a thing. My Facebook is Exactly Right Copy. So exactly right, like I'm a writer, WRITE copy. So post it on my Facebook wall, so I can see what you're doing. That'd be fun, I think. So we can all see what we're all doing. I think that'd be fun. So since I don't see any other questions coming in, I'm gonna sign off. I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday, a wonderful weekend. Remember, I do take weekends off from Periscope. Weekends are family time. And once again, this weekend we do have a baseball tournament. My son is in the 14 under Bullard Beast Academy team now, and we're playing a tournament here in Fresno, thank goodness. So I'll be out and about doing that. And but I do hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here Monday morning, 8 a.m.-ish Pacific time, with more success strategies, marketing tips, and ways to help you succeed with your marketing. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for watching and joining me, whether you're live or on the replay. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you next time. Bye.